Hey, what's happening everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we're checking out the Blitzwolf FYE5 truly wireless earbuds, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So first of all, this thing's actually going for around $38 US. But is it good enough? Does it address some of the major issues that I have with truly wireless earbuds? Because as you guys know, truly wireless earbuds are not all that great, or should I say very hard to get right. The first thing you'll usually notice with these type of earbuds is that the pairing process might be a bit wonky. It might be annoying, it might be cumbersome, but eventually you'll get through it and you'll get them paired. Once that's out of the way, the next issue you'll encounter is that they sometimes just don't sit in your ear. They'll just fall off every 2 minutes, and you're constantly feeling you have to actually push them back in because they keep falling off. The Xiaomi here, at least with my ears, again it depends on everyone's ears and everyone's different, these things fall off every 2 minutes and it's very annoying because I feel like they're always going to fall off. The audio quality was okay. Meanwhile, the Blitzwolf, they have actually fixed that issue, and thankfully it actually stays in your ear properly and you don't have the feeling of constantly having to push them back in, and I'll show you why. Once you get past the falling off issue, you're almost halfway there. The next thing you'll notice is that the audio quality might be pretty bad, but thankfully this thing is kind of okay. Let me explain. But before we get there, let's quickly go over the design here. You got the case. The case here can be charged, and it takes 2 hours to charge the case itself, and it takes the earbuds 2 hours to charge from the case itself. Remember, the case here is like a mini power bank, so once these actually run out of battery, which might last you about 2 to 3 hours, you can pop them back in here, and 2 hours later, you'll have a full charge. It may not sound like a lot, but it's kind of typical for these type of earbuds. So here's what I really like about these earbuds, and really it comes down to the silicone cones here. They are really comfortable, and once you put them in your ear, they sit very nicely, and they actually make a really nice seal. Not only that, but they stay in your ear, and that is my biggest issue with most of the truly wireless earbuds. And so far, I have not recommended any of them. That being said, things are improving, so these things are a step forward. They stay in your ear, they're pretty comfortable, but how's the audio quality? Although they actually run on Bluetooth 5.0, and they have multiple different revisions of these earbuds, the audio quality is in 2 parts. One of them, it actually sounds pretty good. It has a V-shaped pattern, which means the mids are clear, bass is boosted, trebles are boosted, and you get that nice boomy sound. And that is what you get with these things. A lot of people like it, some don't. Some people prefer neutral sound. Do they have any latency? Well, surprisingly not. It is another issue that has been fixed with these truly wireless earbuds. We can watch videos and you won't have any problems, but unfortunately, it has a substantial amount of hissing in the background. That might be annoying for a lot of people. It might be a deal breaker, but if you're actually wearing these out on the streets, in the subway, during your daily commute, or you're actually working out, which by the way, these are IP6X waterproof, which means, or should I say water resistant, which means they can take a shower or rain or sweat, but you cannot submerge them, which really is good enough. So yeah, there's no latency, audio quality sounds pretty great, but there's a substantial amount of hissing in the background. And again, in my experience, you probably won't even notice it if you're at the gym, since the gym is usually loud, and if you're out, and when you're outside, you're most likely not going to hear the hissing, because most of the time, it's going to be drowned out with the background noise, and at the same time, you're going to have these on for a reason. You're going to be listening to some podcast or some music. Do I have any other complaints about them? I really don't like the shiny part right here. It's kind of too shiny. I wish it was a matte finish because it kind of looks too ugly. It picks up fingerprints, and that's not cool. And if you're wondering, while these things are paired, your right earbud will flash in blue every 10 seconds or so. And while we're here, if you have these in your ear, you have the buttons on both units. And what those buttons do is basically pause and play and open up the Google Assistant. Thankfully, these aren't too hard to press, and they're not very annoying to press while they're in your ear canal. Because if you have these in your ear and you try to press a button, sometimes they're just shoving it in your ear when the button is too hard. Here, thankfully, it's not too hard, not too light, it's perfect. And the last thing to talk about here is the microphone quality, so here's a sample.
So here's a quick microphone sample of the Blitzwolf FYE5, and this is what it sounds like. As you can hear, there's some background noise, some hissing, some interference, and it sounds like I'm actually speaking from the other side of the room, even though the earbuds are inside my ear. And of course, the reason that is because the microphone is simply nowhere near my mouth, which is picking up my sound that is bouncing off the walls, and with that, I probably don't recommend using the microphone here. Moving on.
And that's actually pretty much it for this video. Let me know if you guys have these. I really like the audio quality. It's pretty great. I mean, it's nice and boomy, and the volume levels do get pretty loud, so 80% on these things is like 100% on the Xiaomis. And once you go to 100% on the Xiaomis, you get some distortion. And you have the similar issue here. If you go too high, first of all, it's going to be too loud. Some people like it because they're already listening to loud music and the ears are damaged. I would say the optimal volume would be around 80% max. And yeah, that is all for this video. So, what do you think about truly wireless earbuds in general? I mean, there's a lot of them now, a ton of different brands, and these things happen to be pretty decent for the price. I would actually have given these my command of thumb up approval if they had no hissing in the background, but unfortunately they do. But at least the audio quality sounds pretty good, and they actually stay in your ear, and sometimes that's all that matters with these type of things. So anyways, that is all for this video. Thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, find it helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone.